All right, I'd like to say thank you for y'all inviting me to come in and talk about our Jack Yates School. You know, I am the JYNAA historian for the school. The young people wanted me to do this because I'm one that know about 2610 Elgin. They have no idea about the school at 2610 Elgin, other than what I tell them. So, as you can see, they have gave me the plaque. This coming from our principal, Miss Tiffany Gilry, and the rest of the staff over at Jack Yates for being the historian I am to do as much as I do for the school. Now, last time I came in here, I talked to you guys. I brought in Mr. Butler, which is head operation of Jack Yates School. And also, I will eventually bring in the Jack Yates' new football coach. And for all of you guys that want to know, we did win the Turkey Day Classic that they have between Yates and Wheatley. We won. Jack Yates won. The score, Mr. John, was 37 to 29. It was a good game. And what they also do, since we don't have our classic Turkey Day Classic no more, they give a Turkey Day Classic trophy to the winner. And for 4 years, 50'S Wheatley have been beating us. But this year, we have a new coach that came from Lufkin, Texas, and then as soon as football season is over, I will invite him to come here and talk to you guys. And we are in the playoff. Yates did make the playoff. So I will keep you guys abreast on our future going into the playoff for the Jack Yates football team. And also, we got a new basketball coach. He's not a new basketball coach. He's our regular basketball coach, but he's taken over the operation for the girls' basketball team. And the boys' basketball team have always been doing great. In fact, that's why a lot of kids from all over the city want to come to Jack Yates, because they want to play basketball. All the good kids that play football, they don't want to come to Jack Yates yet. They going to Lamar. But we're going to try to change that and turn that around, whether we can have them start coming to Jack Yates to play football. But my main objective today is to talk to you guys about what we're going to do. And what we're going to do, because 50'S Wheatley already got an auditorium named after Dr. John E. Cardwell. And Jack Yates ain't got nothing named after Mr. William Holland. That's sad. Mr. Holland is turning over in his grave, because that ain't the way it's supposed to be. And then this George Floyd thing, we had nothing to do with that. I didn't anyway. But we moving forward. And we trying to get that auditorium, state-of-the-art auditorium, upstairs, downstairs, named after Mr. William Holland. Because the school need to have something to represent the history of Jack Yates. They need this. And we have never been a follower behind, to my knowledge, behind 50'S Wheatley. We always been a leader. So we need to get out and whatever, and I will have a meeting with Principal Gilry, but I want to come to you guys first to hear it from you guys' mouth. Do y'all want to put something in that school with Mr. William Holland's name on it? Okay, well, that's what I need to do. I know y'all might need it. I know y'all want it, but it's just like Mr. Jones say, might say we was raised, it's better for coming from the horse's mouth. And you guys is the horse. Because y'all are part of the 50's, and y'all are part of the ones that was raised up under Mr. Holland. So I'll let you know that this is where we going. And when I have this meeting with Miss Guillory, that the Fabulous 50's is behind Mr. William Holland, because this is where their principal was, Mr. Holland. And the Roaring 60's is behind it, because most of those people came out of Ryan. And Mr. Holland was their principal. So the 60's and the 70's and the 50's is behind this. And therefore, we shouldn't have no problem getting that auditorium named after Mr. William Holland. That's my first objective to do. And then secondly, when we get through with that, we're going to the baseball field. Now this is going to be a totally done deal. I know it's going to be done. I just haven't went to it because first thing first, Mr. Holland came to Jack Yates first. He the one brought Pat Patterson to Jack Yates. So he got the first priority. And I want to put down that the baseball field, Yates baseball field, they got a girls and a boys. Big, nice baseball field. And my thing is to get Coach Pat Patterson's name on both of those baseball fields because he was a all-star in the Negro League. I didn't say he just played in that. He was an all-star. He the one played with Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson. I posted many pictures of him and Josh Gibson together. So the baseball field wouldn't be no problem. You know, the baseball field, number one, because Jessica Brooks, who will help me, I'll tell you who she is. She finished Yates in the 90s. Her daddy is J.C. Hartman, one of the first blacks to play for the Astros. And Jessica Brooks finished Jack Yates in the 90s. And she is as strong, as soon as the baseball season is over, I'm going to invite her to come in here and talk to you guys. And she have been over Minute Maid Park payroll, the head lady of Minute Maid payroll for the last 20 years. So getting her to get with Jim Crane, the owner of the Astros, to get us the nighttime of baseball field that we would like to have with Pat Patterson's name up there on both of those scoreboards and get bleachers out there, because it's already known right now that even Dusty Baker said the other day, 0 blacks are playing in the American blacks is playing in the World Series today. You hear me? 0. How you think Jackie Robinson feel? You know, because young blacks are not going into baseball today. They going in that quick money coming out of high school like LeBron James, a billionaire, came out of high school, didn't go to college. Kobe Bryant came out of high school, didn't go to college. So they're going right into basketball. So what happened to our black legacy in baseball, such as Jackie Robinson, Willie Mays, and Hank Aaron? We don't have them no more. So therefore, it's got to start from the beginning of trying to recruit the young blacks into coming into baseball. And nobody I can think of that would be better to help us do this than Jessica Brooks and Jim Crane, the owner for the Houston Astros. And I know he would do it because, number one, they already played the politics, Mr. John, when they bought in this boy George Floyd name and had Cal McNair, the owner of the Texan, to put the turf down. And the turf still ain't down. No, turf still not down. But see, that was some politics that they played with that boy's name, George Floyd, to get the Texan to donate it that turf. See, every year after the rodeo, the Texan donate that turf to a local high school. And it ain't no doubt in my mind, he wouldn't have donated that to no black high school if it wouldn't been for George Floyd. He don't know Pat Patterson. So what do he care about blacks? Thank you. So therefore, the only way they can get the turf, to get Cal McNair to come up with the money, is to put the turf with George Floyd, the practice field. And that's the original only thing, I'm going to let it sit down, that's the only thing that is original from the school at 3703 Sampson. Everything else has been replaced. And before I let it go, I might as well tell you the whole story while I'm up here, because you ain't going to hear it on the news. Okay, when Jim McIlvain, who owned Mattress Mac, he donated over $250,000 to Jack Yates to build a tennis court. Okay. Now, these same people who come in and try to make this change the school and change it on Alabama and all that crazy stuff that we didn't want. Okay, he donated that tennis court. And do you know when they made the new school, they used the tennis court for a parking lot? And then when they built the new school, it ain't even there no more. So do you think Jim McIlvain or Metris Mac, as much as he do for Houston, do you think he gonna do something for us? So therefore, that's why I have to go to Jessica, because her and Jim Crane, are closer than close. Because like I say, she been over his payroll for the last 15, 20 years. So I just want to let you guys know, this is where we headed at. And as soon as we get that done, the next thing gonna be Raymond Daniels in the aquarium pool. We're gonna try to get Doc Evans in the basketball or the tennis. So whatever you guys want to do to try to put the history into that school at 3650 Alabama, I would appreciate it. Miss Guillory would appreciate it, and so would her faculty and the new students that's coming into Jack Yates. Yes, ma'am.
What I would like to say is Melvin Obi, who is in the class of 56.
Yes, ma'am.
He did a history on Mr. William S. Holland for our 40th anniversary, and that book, we have that book. And the history of Mr. Holland is when he started after Mr. Ryan and all of that, so we can give you that.
Right. Anything we need to put it into that history of the school. Because this is what's happening, you guys, because I know y'all lost a lot of contact when we left 2610 Elgin and moved to 3703 Sampson and Dr. Caldwell. What happened was that when they did not take Mr. Holland over there to the new school, Mr. Holland kept all of the trophies that he had won and you guys had won, because y'all was part of that school at that time, and he left them over there at Ryan. So Dr. Caldwell had to start off with a whole new trophy case, okay, because they're good friends. In fact, right now, as I make this presentation, Dr. Caldwell's grandson, John Caldwell III, him, his two sisters, and his grandkid said that they're 100% behind us naming that auditorium after William Holland. So I just want to let y'all know. And the people at Wheatley, they ain't gonna tell us how they did it. I didn't ask them several times, and I don't know, you know. So, but it is not nothing new for Fifth Ward trying to help out Third Ward. You know, they don't want us to be behind them. No, it's sad, but it's true. But out of us and Miss Guillory, because see, I'd rather talk to Miss Guillory personally than to have Judon. Let me just, before I sit down on this, Judon Boney is the president of the JYNAA. Yeah, he's the president. Now, with him being the president, Miss Ellis, he also the city councilman for Mo City. And he also do an editorial for the Forward Time. Now, when do we have time to try to do the stuff for Jack Yates? You know, so therefore I'm coming to you guys because I have a better relationship with Miss Guillory than him anyway, because I'm always doing something for the school. That's why they gave me that plaque. And they gave me that plaque last week. So I want you guys to know I'm 100% behind it, and whatever suggestion y'all got that's going to keep us, our legacy in that school, so them young people would know who in the heck they shoulders they riding on, I would appreciate it, and I'll make sure that they get in there. Yes, sir, Mr. Green.
Correction on that Boney bit.
Okay. Jerry, okay. Okay, Jerry Boney. Thank you, Mr. Green. Thank you. Okay, so that's all I had to say. Thank you, guys. As soon as hopefully by December, or before y'all have the Christmas meeting, I'll give y'all an answer what Miss Guillory is going to tell me what we need to do.
Did they ever move the trophies from Ryan over to Yates? What happened?
Okay, here's what happened there. I asked Judge, me and Judge was on that. Okay, this is what happened on this, Mr. John, you guys. Okay, when they made it a Baylor School of Medicine, Ryan Baylor School of Medicine, I went over there and did some documentation on Ryan and on Old Yates, 2610 Elgin. And the guy was telling me, say, well, I got a whole bunch of old trophies back here, and I need to get rid of them because they're in the way. So I kind of asked some guys that, hey man, can y'all come by there and get the trophies? But seemed like nobody have the time.
They still there?
No, ma'am, he had to get rid of them. They was in the way, Miss Ellis. Well, wait a minute. This ain't the killing part. This ain't the, I got a lot of stuff I got to get you guys to burst on. This ain't the killing part. Over there to the museum of the Black Museum out there, Gregory Elementary out there in Fourth Ward. Phyllis Wheatley got all their yearbooks from 1949 all the way to about 1988. Jack Yates got 0. Booker T. Washington got 0 neither. And they took the line and they made it. Wait a minute, Miss Ellis, you not there. The line is a white line.
They took those, somebody took those 2 lines.
Right. Okay, they put another yellow line out there on 3703 Sampson. They claim it got broke. So everybody know, and the worst part about it, you guys, they got nothing in there showing crimson and gold. Everything in the new Yates look like U of H. So I just want y'all to know this. So we need to make a change. We can make a change. I got some contacts on the school board. I got contacts at Yates. I just need you guys to get behind me and tell me what we need to do. And I will invite those people in to talk to you guys. The person on the school board, I'll find them out, tell them to come on in out here and talk to you and let y'all know, and y'all give them a feedback on what y'all need to be done at 3650 Alabama. So I just want to let you guys, get you guys updated on what's going on. And thank y'all for the time. And when I meet with Miss Guillory, that's why I'm documenting this, so Miss Guillory can see it and hear it from the horse's mouth. And she is a big subscriber to all the videos that I do. Thank y'all. God bless you.